figured out after a couple days?
I was waiting for your note to tell me.
Well, I'll send it in to you. I did want to ask you, does it concern you at all about this officials thing, the NBA?
Well, it is what it is, and everybody's got to do the best job they can no matter how this thing ends up, and no matter what's going on the court. It'll be fair for both teams, and we'll just go get after it. I certainly hope everything gets resolved the way we'd all like it to, that's for sure, because that would obviously be the best situation, but since it is what it is at this point, everybody do the best job they can in dealing with it.
Coaches and players have little patience with the guys with 20 years experience. Can you imagine? I mean, what's it going to be like dealing with guys who've never done it before?
I try not to deal in hypotheticals, just like all those political guys. Of course, they don't deal with anything, so that's different than just ignoring hypotheticals. How can you ignore real life and hypotheticals all at the same time? How? You get elected to something. That's the way it is.
What else do you want to talk about politics-wise? What's really killing you about healthcare?
I mean, if you're going to have any competition at all, you got to have a public option. How can you not have a public option? I mean, just the fright and the intimidation that's trying to be perpetrated on everybody is just sickening. I'll just leave it at that.
What about the
You just
auto
made the
bailout?
newscast.
I think if firms are too big to fail, then we should allow them to fail, if they do fail. It's kind of a Yogi Berra sort of thing. That's the way I'd hit Iran. You could hit Iran a little bit, you know. What a stinker that guy is. Huh? He's just a stinker. He is. He's a stinker. You just want to pull him aside and slap him once. That's about all you want to do.
Pop, is there such a thing as clean coal?
No. No. No.
You had a life in politics after basketball, Pop? Is that when?
I don't think I'd last a real long time. I'd probably hit somebody. Okay, on to the Spurs. On to the Spurs. I feel like Jay Leno.
You were resting Manu in practice last night. Was he back again today?
Yeah, everybody practiced today. And we had a good practice, you know, a lot of competitive spirit out there, as you would imagine. If we don't have that, we'd be in trouble at this point. It's kind of early. So good competitive practice. Nobody's injured. Everybody's doing well. And we'll see. We'll get those preseason games going, and everybody can take a look at the new guys and see what they think.
I imagine
we could do it like Dancing with the Stars. We could have a vote. We could just vote for who's going to stay. But I get to stay. You can't vote on me. I get to stay.
You're off limits.
I'm off limits.
Can you tell Manu moving around okay? I mean, is it?
Yeah, he is honestly 100% healthy as far as the bones and all that are concerned. He's just trying to get back in shape, and you know, he was arguably the best player on the floor today. You know, he's Manu. He's back. He just got to get in great shape.
I imagine George is getting a pretty good run with Tony kind of.
Yeah, well, you know, Tony's been great. Tony, you know, I'm trying to sit him, and he won't let me sit him as much as I want to. So he's out there. He's been in the weight room doing a great job. And George Hill is really matured. You know, the year last year and the whole summer that he had working with Chad Forcier in the summer has really helped him. And at this point, I'm really pleased to have him as our backup point.
Everybody getting it as far as you're concerned? Do you see any confused looks on the faces of some of the new guys?
Oh, sure. If they were getting it all, I'd be pretty shocked. But we have simplified things to try to bring them along a little bit more quickly. But they're doing a fine job. And they'll be a little bit confused to some degree in the beginning, but they'll get it without a problem.
Bob, I understand you guys made sure that Manu couldn't play basketball this summer. Is there anything that forbids Michael Finley from playing golf in between practices with Sean Elliott?
Well, if I had time to play golf with Sean Elliott, I'd do it too, because he's an easy mark. And it's just easy money. And Michael understands that. He sees blood, and he's going after it.
Speaking of Finn, how do you see his role on the team this year, both on and off the court?
Well, it's the same as it's been since he got here. He's a guy that spaces the floor and shoots the basketball. He's a leader. He's a pro. He's one of the most respected guys on the team, and I'm not going to change that role for him. He's going to have the same role.
He's turned into one of those old grizzled veterans overnight.
That's right. He's starting to look a little bit like Steve Kerr. It's kind of scary.
Antonio said he's been trying to get here for a while, and I know that y'all have been trying to get him for a while. What's
That's true. I don't know. Lots of miscommunications, I guess. But you know how complicated the league is in signing people and making trades and trying to figure things out. And a lot has to do with timing and serendipity, just like the Outliers book. A lot of that stuff is true. Success has a lot to do with just great timing and some good fortune. And this summer we had both of those in being able to sign Antonio.
I know it was important to you in the summer to get some more length and a shot blocker, kind of a goalie back there in Theo. Is it evident already in practice? I mean, the difference of how long he is?
Well, Theo had his first come from nowhere shot block today in practice. Somebody was laying the ball in, he came across the lane and whacked it away. So it was nice to see. Timmy needs somebody else to help him do that. He can't be the guy doing it all the time, and I'm sure he enjoyed watching Theo do that today.
Antonio says that Tim has informed him that he is a center and not a power forward.
Who is the center? Which one?
That Antonio will be a center, not a power forward. And Theo the same.
Right. We'll kind of mush that around as we usually do, and depending on the question of the situation, it will change.
The All-Star ballot?
Yeah, that's one. That's one. That's one. I mean, when things are that obvious, you just can't lie. All right. Have a good day.
Bob.
All right.